Today might be the most important day here for the crypto market, and not for the crypto market, also for the traditional market, because we have setting our next FOMC meeting in less than 11 hours here. In today's video, we want to definitely talk about what we can expect here on the FOMC meeting. We have also the rate cut decision today, and even also a half an hour later, our press conference while Jonni Powell is speaking about his outlook for the coming next months in the market. That's the reason we want to talk about in today's video about our outlook for Bitcoin, where we can get in here in some new positions on Bitcoin before the meeting will be started. And also in January, have to talk about the outlook here for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin looking here super strong by breaking here now into 117,000 US dollars. So definitely stick around and let's directly start here with our trade updates. First of all, as you can see, nothing really changed here on my Bitcoin position. My Bitcoin position is here, still open, is also here in profit. We also talked here many times about this trade here on the channel, that overall on this way to the downside, we accumulate a lot of positions here in Bitcoin. We even also set some limit orders. I don't think these limit orders get filled anymore, because it's kind of on the way here to the breakout and taking out of the high here, 170,300 US. We will talk later exactly about these levels. But first of all, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like even also the video, that you never miss out one of the next one. We will also do later a stream. So definitely be part also of the stream when the FOMC meeting is scheduled. So we got directly here also to the FOMC meeting plan. In 11 hours, we have set our FOMC meeting. Half an hour before we get our rate cut decision, and then also our press conference with Jonni Powell. Well, Jonni Powell is talking about the outlook of the market. Kinda 69% for the rate cut of 25 basis points. There's a small chance to get here 50 basis points cut, but mainly we can say 100% we're getting here rate cuts. And we will not only get our rate cuts coming out, we also have the dot plots came out. So which means all of the persons who be in the FOMC meeting will also discuss around how they see the next couple of months. They thought there needs to be more rate cuts coming. Also, this one will be here discussed in the meeting. So there will be a lot of volatility kicked in the market, which means we have also a quick look here on the liquidation heat map, especially on Bitcoin. As you can see here right now, when we're going here to the 1 weekly chart, let me refresh this very quickly here, so that we can see a lot of liquidity is building on top of us. So at 117,600 US dollars, mark this level. We will talk later about exactly this important level, but we have to keep an eye on it also on the downside in direction of 112,600, 112,900 US dollars. There is a lot of liquidity sitting down below. So there could be also be a potential liquidity grab down below before we get here into higher levels. But Bitcoin is here looking super strong, especially by respecting here our trend line to the upside. We talked here about also the triangle. Broke out here in the beginning of September. Price target is here the top of the triangle, 123,000 US dollars, and we are perfectly on track. Next big resistance cluster came in here, 119 to 120,000 US dollars. If we are taking out this high at 117,300 US dollars, yes, you heard correctly. This is exactly the level where we have our liquidity sitting in top of us. So as soon we're getting exactly over this high, take out this high, in my opinion, there will be more fuel getting here into higher prices, and we will definitely aim here 120,000 US dollars. Now I want to also explain you what I expect here, especially for today. I expect here, before the rate cuts will coming out, we see here a rally in direction of 120,000 US dollars. By we getting the rate cut data coming out, we see a small correction here, maybe also retesting here our resistance line or support line to the upside. And then after the rate cut decision and after the FOMC meeting, we will see the next rally here to the upside. So I expect here a little bit more volatility came in the market previous the meeting, and even also directly at the meeting. And a couple of days after the meeting, we should definitely be here on track to reach here into higher levels, even also into a new all-time high, because mainly after the FOMC meetings, not only on the direct date, the outcome will be positive. So there could be also like a small drop, as I mentioned here already. So as the meeting came out, we could see a small drop here again to the downside. But for us, it's very important to get now a little bit higher, so the drop will not that hard as we could potentially get if we are going a little bit more sideways. But mainly after the FOMC meeting getting out, weeks after, there will be a massive rally here for Bitcoin, and not only for Bitcoin, even also on some altcoins. And that's the reason why I also position here on many altcoins. I trade here all my altcoins on Bitunix. If you don't have an account yet here on Bitunix, just go in the video description, sign up there, claim your deposit bonus. You get 20% deposit bonus for your trading, so definitely make use of it. And even also you can be part of the VIP level, so you get lower fees by trading here in the crypto market. And as we can see here right now, when we're going like a little bit in the lower time frame, in the 30-minute chart, on a 15-minute chart, we can also go here. We can see we are on the way to take out this high at $117,000. Let's switch for this one back here into our Bitcoin chart here right now. Let's remove this one quickly. And then you can see here this level, I will mark it also orange, is very important for us. So if we saw here resistance, flip this resistance, hold it here in support, then we flipped it into resistance, saw the move to the downside, building here our inverse head and shoulders pattern, breaking out to the upside. Price target is exactly this kind of range. So we are on the way to break here exactly our price target. So if you have this one, would be all the way from the breakout, a little bit higher than also our important level over there, because if we are flipping this level to the upside, all skies are clear in direction of $120,000. So we're kind of fighting here now exactly with these levels. We can do it a little bit more accurate. So we can see we get rejected over there. Now the next time get rejected over there, and now we are making the next move here into this level, getting into our level, and we soon we're getting the breakout. There should be nothing to be worried about higher levels. If we are not able to get here in this level or flip this level in the next couple of hours, I would say like in the next 3 hours or next 4 hours, we should be prepared that we could potentially even go one more leg to the downside in direction of $115,000 before we see over the rate cut decision and the FOMC meeting the bounce here into higher levels. So what I will do right now with my trades, I will keep my trades still running. I even also have my limit order still stacked. If we are getting here a little bit more push to the downside, I even also adjust this limit order a little bit, because over the last couple of hours we rallied here a little bit more to the upside, so I didn't expect that much. So I was more expecting here getting like a little bit more sideways move, but nothing wrong about this, because it's also great to have here a little bit more room to the upside. As soon we're getting here the breakout of $117,000, so you can get in a new long position. If you're getting in a new long position, keep in mind there will be a lot of volatility came in, means use low leverage and even also be prepared by setting your stop loss right. Otherwise, if you are new in the crypto market, just be patient, wait about the outcome, trade this move on the FOMC data. I will also make a live stream, so hopefully we can also catch some trades by the rate cut decision. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel that you'll be part of the next live stream. Otherwise, set limit orders. Set limit orders in top, set limit orders below us. So a good ratio to set here some limit order would be here around this support line over here, $115,000, and you can also see here that we have some liquidity also sitting here at $115,000. But keep in mind, if these $115,000 will broken, expect here also one more leg here, maybe like a liquidity grab to the downside. Grab all the liquidity here down there at $113,000 before we see a massive move to the upside. So there could potentially, I will not rule this out like crazy, but because I don't think it will be happen. Mainly the direction should be clear for Bitcoin, small pullback to the downside and then ready to the upside, because rate cuts are 100% confirmed and should be definitely also be here happening. The only thing what can change the market a little bit is the press conference when Jerome Powell is telling about the general outlook, how he is seeing the whole market, even also especially the traditional market. By the way, on the traditional market, we just make a new all-time high yesterday on the Nasdaq. So as we mentioned yesterday, new all-time high on Nasdaq. So Bitcoin is the next who should definitely make an all-time high. Gold also make an all-time high. We talked many many times here about these special scenarios. So for Nasdaq, we should also get here one more leg here to the downside, testing the 200 moving average before here getting here the next all-time high. This should be here in the cards. Maybe it could already happen pre-market opening, but otherwise we have to wait until the FOMC meeting is scheduled. The Fed reserve rate decision will come out, and even also the press conference with Jerome Powell. But otherwise, I will be prepared here for some more long position. That's also the reason why I don't move my stop loss here even higher. I will just wait here how the market will react. I want to catch here this move here in direction of next rally to the upside. My main target, as you know already, when we're going here to this chart here, zoom a little bit out to the 4-hourly chart. My main target is here definitely set here at 122,000 US dollars and even also higher in the direction of 130,000 US dollars. So here you go. You have a lot of information set for the FOMC meeting, how you can prepare your trading setup here right now. I leave my trade still open. We'll do later maybe some scalp trading here on my different account. So definitely be part also on our channel when we do the live stream. Otherwise, it don't make sense here to talk about altcoins because the main move will driven first of all by the traditional market of the Nasdaq and even also the reaction of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin getting here into higher levels, break here 118,000 US dollars to the upside, also the altcoins and Ethereum will follow by same. If we see negative outflows, if we see negative information about the conference from Jerome Powell and even also here on the Nasdaq, be prepared that also Bitcoin will here follow in direction for a small correction. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then we see in the next one and later in the stream.